Right now at 5, our top story and the latest information. 5 people seriously hurt in an overnight home explosion in Jeffersonville, Indiana. The basement's all that left, the home destroyed end to end.
That's right. The victims rushed to University Hospital in Louisville. 2 critical enough, they were sent by helicopter. The Jeffersonville Fire Department is still determining that cause of the explosion. And
Connie, 1 hour ago, we learned that there's no foul play involved in this tragedy in Jeffersonville. WHAS 11's Ian Hardwitt and senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton are back at the scene live. And Ian, in this new update, do they know yet what caused this huge explosion?
Doug, not yet, but Jefferson police warned against wildly speculating about how this might have happened as the Jeffersonville Fire Department actually investigates the cause. Now, we also know that those 5 people in the hospital are there with life-threatening injuries now. That's new within the past hour. If you want to take a look at the scene here, you might understand how serious this is. Like you said, Doug, end to end, the basement totally gone. The house was standing earlier when it was on fire, but now it's just sitting here on the ground. Now, the department also reassured that there's no evidence that this explosion was intentionally set off. No other homes or people surrounding this were injured. That's different from a 2019 explosion that happened just over this tree line over here.
The basement is all that's left of this house in Jeffersonville, Indiana that blew up around 11:40 p.m. Wednesday night. Ronaldo Castro took this video of the ensuing blaze before running and pulling some of his neighbors to safety.
That's crazy. I've never seen a house completely gone. I was just in my yard and heard a big boom.
Heartland Ambulance paramedics arrived within 10 minutes, treating 5 people for burns. A helicopter picked 2 up from Jeffersonville High School.
And that's the most important thing, is to get these people to the proper level of care, which is the trauma center, as fast as possible. And I don't think that could have gone any better than it went last night.
For some Capitol Hills neighbors, this explosion is their first. But for many, what happened here on Washington Way echoes a deadly blast on nearby Assembly Road in 2019. A small tree line in 6 years are all that separates the 2 explosions. Wayne Woods lost his neighbor across the street, Bill Phillips.
You know, this gas built up in his house so much, it was a lot worse than this. And this is horrible, you know. But Bill, I mean, it totally blew him out of the house. These elderly people that lived in the neighborhood, he would go around and mow their lawn, help them in their lawn, stuff like that. He was a good guy.
While Wednesday's explosion is still under investigation, 2019's started because of a gas leak under the energy company Vectren. It was bought out by CenterPoint. Within 20 minutes of the explosion, CenterPoint arrived, digging up and shutting off the natural gas line to the house out of caution.
I don't know if it's the people that done the lines or whatever back in the day, but you know, my gas line is right by the bedroom, you know, so it does make you think. Anything could happen at any time, you know.
Kedron Pulliam is one of several neighbors having their houses inspected for leaks. CenterPoint says it hasn't detected any so far.
You know what? Nobody else needs to die. You know, thank God bless these people, you know, survived it. They're in bad shape, but they survived it.
Woods said he'll be keeping those 5 people who are in this house in his prayers, along with several other neighbors in this area. Again, Jeffersonville police say it's harmful to speculate what could have caused this. He's asking people to focus on the victim's recovery here, where no foul play is suspected at this time. For now, I'm live for WHAS 11 News. Ian Hardwitt on your side.